Hey everyone, so today I'm going to do like just a very quick get ready with me. I just washed my hair and it's so long. I'm just going to be home. My mother-in-law actually got me a new tinted moisturizer, same brand. This is the new one. It's ST9 Paloma and I have the ST7 Diaz. I got this product before I started going to the beach a lot, and so I noticed when I put it on yesterday that my face, it wasn't that noticeable, but you could tell that my face was lighter than the rest of my body. So I was like, man, I need like a darker tone just to kind of like, it all looks very even. So I'm about to try this one for the very first time. I love this brand a lot. I even have one of their cream blushes in Ladybird, favorite blush in the world. I am by no means good at doing makeup at all. So if you see anything that I'm doing that is so not what I'm supposed to be doing, don't judge. I think this is it. I think this is gonna possibly have to be the moisturizer that I use during summertime, and then the other one just use it during wintertime. And this product is actually does very nice full coverage. If I'm gonna be home, I only put just a tiny bit, but if you like put more, it's like a very natural coverage where you can tell that you have something on your face. And it covers like certain blemishes and stuff, but it also gives you that natural look. And that's why I don't like wearing foundation. I don't like seeing my face just completely covered. It just does not look natural to me, obviously. So I just don't really like wearing foundation. I like when I can still see certain expressions and even certain blemishes, because I still feel me and I still feel natural, and I love that. So took a while to get there though. It took a while to accept my skin and accept just everything about me. And I'm still working on it, but at least when it comes to the face, I've been better at it for sure. I'm now going with the Ilia Ladybird blush, and I just kind of like to rub my finger on it. This is probably not sanitary, but whatever. And I always like dabbing just a tiny bit on my nose as if I am at the beach, because your girl has been getting a lot of sun lately, barely noticeable, and I'm like, I want to look like I went to the beach, and I don't. So I have to like improvise just the tiniest bit. I recently also bought this Tarte Fake Awake eye highlighter. It's an eyeliner. And think of it as kind of like, you know, the white liner that people typically like put in their waterline. I have been wanting to get something like that, but I just didn't like how intense the white looked. And so I found this on a YouTube channel, and I was like, I need it, and I am obsessed with it. So it's literally a fake, like it literally makes your eyes just kind of like brighter without it being like in your face, if that makes sense. And I truly love wearing this thing. I don't think you guys can tell on camera too well, but if you guys want to compare like these two eyes, this one has it, the other one doesn't. I'm obsessed with this, and I just know this is gonna be my go-to for everything. This is now as staple as lipstick, and I don't go anywhere without lipstick. So I think I may have discovered an author that may become a favorite author. I'm not sure yet. I feel like I need to read a little bit more of her books, and that is Amy Dawes. Just read Last on the List, and I love that book. It features this single dad who's keeping his daughter for the summer while her moms are off filming, photography or something like that in Europe, and they have interviewed already quite a few nannies for the position to kind of take care of Everly, the daughter, while her dad, Max, is obviously working his job and everything like that. And all of them have just been not good. Everly has not liked any of them. And then suddenly Cassandra, aka Cozy, arrives like just a full-on blast. And Everly immediately connects with her, and Everly is actually the one to hire her, not the father. And it's this little grumpy sunshine kind of story, and I was so, like, I was literally glued to it. Like, I'm starting filming today, and I'm starting my day at 9:40 because I was reading. So just to tell you how good the book actually is, it was just so heartfelt and funny and just cute and cozy and heart-wrenching at the same time. Like, there were various times where I just got tears in my eyes and I was like, oh my gosh, like I just wanted to hug the characters. There was like a lot going on, like there's just so much to the story that I ended up absolutely adoring so much. And it's actually, I believe it's the 4th book in a interconnected standalone series. So meeting the other characters, obviously they already had like their romance told in the previous books, but just the little that I read about them, I'm like, I need to read their books as well. I may deviate a little bit from my TBR plans because, of course, which brings me to the point that I'm also deviating from my TBR already with a reread. I will be rereading Master of Salt and Bones by Carrie Lake. I will be buddy reading that with Leah Reads on Instagram, and I'll also be buddy reading, which I need to start today. So basically today I need to start 2 books. I need to start Master of Salt and Bones, and I also need to start Things We Hide from the Light by Lucy Score. Sky and I already binged Things We Never Got Over, which was supposed to be for my Spice Up Your Summertime in July. Ended up binging it in June. So obviously it did not count for the challenge, which is where Last on the List came into play because that's a Grumpy Sunshine, so that one took the place of Things We Never Got Over. So it worked very well. It wasn't bad at all. So I also read Sick Crush by Alta Hensley. That's a forbidden student teacher age gap romance, and I was not expecting the turn that book took. So basically a forbidden stalker romance, and it features this girl who's 19 and she's basically been alone through most of her life because her mom is an actress and she's kind of traveling all over, so she has had to fend for herself a lot. And she was fine, but she did have a stalker, and she was just kind of like obviously not feeling secure in her home. The principal of her school, Mr. D, ended up being like, hey, you've been missing a lot of school, so we may have to drop you from the school. And she was like, no, like, please don't. Fast forward, he ends up dropping her off at her house, and then that's when he finds out that she has a stalker. So he's like, yeah, you cannot stay here. Please come with me and stay with me. And one thing that I loved about the story was the fact that this wasn't a man who's been lusting after her, which, don't get me wrong, I also love it, but for some reason it felt refreshing to read a book where he was not after her. Like, he was just genuinely wanting to help her out through that forced proximity of her having to stay with him so that he could, protect her and just kind of like watch over her and all that stuff so that she could calmly finish her senior year in high school. And it just happened organically. Like, I just love that a lot. But there's a plot twist that I did not see coming, and I was very like, what even? And it just had me like, I should have seen it. I feel like I should have seen it coming. That's the upsetting part. I definitely should have seen coming the major plot twist because it's extremely obvious. For some reason, it was not obvious to me, or I was just not expecting it. Like, I guess I would have expected it from a psychological thriller or something like that, not from a romance. So it just had me like, oh, maybe other people will figure it out earlier than I did, but it is what it is. Once I'm done, I basically need to start, again, like I mentioned, my buddy read, start Master of Salt and Bones, and then also start Things We Hide from the Light. So that's gonna be interesting. 2 buddy reads in 1 week, which I think I can handle, but it's definitely gonna be a lot. And that is it for my little get ready with me. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I shall see you next time. Bye.